Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, stand before you with a topic, Scopes of Comparative Politics. It is found in core paper number 5 of third semester, and the name of the paper is Introduction to Comparative Government and Politics. Today I want to inform my viewers that with this video in my channel there will be total number of 500 videos. So by today's video 500 videos will be completed in my channel. The name of my channel is @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375. And in this channel 500 videos are found relating to plus 2 first year political science up to plus 2 second year political science, plus 3 first semester political science honors up to plus 3 sixth semester political honors, some videos of environmental studies, ethics and values, general elective of plus 3 first semester, some videos of ethics and values and general elective of plus 3 second semester, and some videos of ethics and values of plus 3 third semester. I want to inform my viewers that if you have subscribed my channel already, you will get the benefit. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe for your benefit. And those of your friends who are in above classes, aware them about this channel. So some of students will be benefited. Never hesitate to give help to anybody. To give help to anybody is a symptom of a human being. So we try to be human beings. Let us start. Scopes of comparative politics. Again, I want to inform my viewers that any video you want, just write my name Dilip Kumar Pal and the name of the topic. You will get both Odia and English video. If you will get Odia video, be sure that its English version is also in YouTube. If you will get English video, you will be sure that its Odia version is also in YouTube. Let us start. Scopes of comparative politics. By reading comparative politics, what benefits you will get? Or comparative politics speaks what new matters. Let us start. Comparative politics, which has been originated in 20th century, is a growing subject. Comparative politics, which has been originated in 20th century, is a growing subject. Scholars associated with this subject are Professor Oak, Professor Jing, Professor C.F. Strong, Professor Blondell, Professor Almond, Professor Powell, Professor Herman Feiner, etc. And following are vital scopes of comparative politics. Comparative politics is a growing subject. It is always taking it an upward curve. Day by day it is growing. And prominent scholars who are associated with comparative politics are Professor Oak, Professor Jing, Professor C.F. Strong, Professor Blondell, Professor Almond, Professor Powell, and Professor Herman Feiner. And this comparative politics has many scopes. It gives us many new ideas. Number one, scopes of comparative politics. Number one, study of all types of political structures, formal or informal, associated with struggle for power. The first scope of comparative politics is that it gives knowledge about all political structures, formal or informal, which are associated with the struggle for power. Comparative politics studies all types of political structures, may be major like legislature, executive, judiciary, but but also all structures which are associated with struggle for power, like pressure group, interest group, elites, bureaucracy, political party, etc. It includes also formal as well as informal structures relating to struggle for power. So the first scope of comparative politics is that it gives knowledge, it gives ideas about all political structures. Maybe measure like legislature, executive, judiciary, or maybe not much important like political party, interest group, pressure group, those who are associated with the struggle for power. It means the first scope of comparative politics is that it gives knowledge about political structures which are associated with the struggle for power. So, with the struggle for power, both major political institutions are found as well as minor political institutions are found. But any political structure which is associated with the struggle for power is under the scope of comparative politics. Under it, formal structure as well as informal structures are found. Formal structure means a political structure which has some rules and regulation, which has specific objective, and whose rules and regulations are written down. Informal political structure means whose rules and regulations are not written down, its objectives are not specific. For the first scope of comparative politics is that it studies all political structures, maybe minor or major, which are associated with the struggle for power. Number 2, studies more about functional aspects of political structure than about their powers. It studies less about powers of political structure, rather more about their functions like interest articulation, interest aggregation, political communication, law making, law application, law adjudication. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies more about the functions of political structure like law making, law application, law adjudication, interest articulation, interest aggregation, political communication. It studies more about the functions of political structure than their composition and powers. Number 3, studies about political behavior. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies political behavior. Comparative politics studies political behaviors like voting behavior, mass politics, leadership recruitment, populism, elite behavior. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies all type of political behaviors. Political behaviors include voting behavior, mass politics, politics of the people, leadership recruitment, how leaders are recruited, populism, policy by which people are attracted, elite behaviors, behaviors of the influential person of society. Number 4, studies similarities and dissimilarities of political system. Comparative politics studies similarities as well as dissimilarities of different political systems in their way of functions. Comparative politics studies similarity as well as dissimilarities of different political systems in their way of functioning. It studies them empirically. The objective of the study is not to decide which is the best, rather the objective is systematic explanation, theory building and understanding. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies similarities and dissimilarities of different political systems. In the world, there are different political systems, means different governments. There are some similarities among them, there are some dissimilarities among them. The comparative politics studies similarities of different governments or political systems, dissimilarities of different government and political systems, how they are functioning. The objective of this study is not to say which is the best, but the objective of this study is to develop a systematic explanation theory building and understanding. It studies different political systems, their similarity and dissimilarities. The objective is not to say which is the best, but the objective is to develop knowledge about them. Then the fifth scope of comparative politics is studies all political systems in the world. It studies all political systems of the world and compare their functions, performances, structure and capabilities. The object is not to decide which is the best, rather gather systematic knowledge for theory building. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies political systems, means governments of the entire world. It does not study political systems of only Europe or Asia. It studies political system of entire world. How they are functioning, what are their capability, what are their performances, what are their functions. The objective is not to decide which is the best, but to collect some knowledge about them. Then 6, study about environment and infrastructure politics. Comparative politics studies economical, sociological, psychological, anthropological environment where political system works. It studies the environment where political system or government works. It may be economical, sociological, anthropological or psychological. In addition to that, it studies infrastructure of politics, foundations of politics, like all government institutions, like administrative units, law courts, public security services, like defense and police forces. It studies infrastructure of politics. It means the foundations of politics, like its law-making unit, law implementing unit, law adjudicating unit, public service securities, its police forces, its defense forces, etc. 7, studies political culture. It means beliefs, attitudes, emotions of people about political system, which influence life and functioning of political system. So it studies, another scope of comparative politics is that it studies the political culture. Political culture means ideas, belief, emotion, orientation of people about the political system. It means what view people have about the political system. It is known as political culture. This political culture is a medium to maintain the life of political system. It influences the life of political system and functioning of political system. Then studies about political socialization. Comparative politics also studies the political socialization, a process by which political knowledge of people is gained and changed. Comparative politics also studies political socialization. Political socialization means it is a medium or process by which political knowledge of people is maintained and changed. It is a medium also by which political knowledge in people is injected. Then studies about political participation. Comparative politics studies political participation, which means participation of people in politics. It differs from country to country. It makes the government legitimate. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies political participation, how people participate in politics. And this political participation differs from country to country. In democratic country, people participate in politics more. In dictatorial country, in communist country, people will not participate in politics much more. Then 10, studies minutely structure, working and policy of different organized groups of people under political system. It studies minutely, in detail, about structure, working, policy of different organized groups of people under political system. Under political system, people have some organized groups like political parties, pressure group, interest groups. Comparative politics studies minutely about their organization, functions and working. Within policy system, there are some organized groups of people like pressure group, interest group, political party, etc. These groups are studied by comparative politics minutely in detail. Then 11. Study about power, authority, legitimacy and influence. Modern political scientists take these as mediums to classify political systems. It is under the scope of comparative politics. Modern political scientists classify different political systems or government on the basis of some principles like power, authority, legitimacy, influence. Comparative politics studies all these things. 12. Study political processes in a political system. It studies political processes in a political system. Political system works through some political process like law making, law implementation, policy framing, judicial adjudication, leadership recruitment, etc. It is under the scope of comparative politics. Another scope of comparative politics is that it studies political processes in a political system. In a political system, there are some processes through which political system works, like law making, law application, law adjudication, leadership recruitment, etc. It is also under the scope of comparative politics. Finally, studies political system by interdisciplinary approach. Comparative politics studies different political system by knowledge, method and concepts of other sciences, natural as well as social. Another scope of comparative politics that it studies political system through the knowledge of other sciences, maybe social or natural. So it studies political system and matter relating to it with the help of knowledge methods of other subjects, maybe social and natural. So in this video we have discussed major scopes of comparative politics. I request my viewers to watch this whiteboard attentively and listen to me so that this video will be helpful. Thank you. Have a good day.